I've got some juicy news for XRP holders, as the SEC can't stop the action that's happening on the XRP train. And we've got a depegging event that I have to tell you about. Oh, this is a good one, everyone. And you won't believe the odd twist that's happening with the FTX case. Let's make 2023 a better year for crypto and support the community. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you like what you see in the next few minutes. XRP highlighted the show, sitting at 34.4, up 1.6%. Broader look across the market sees ETH at 1253, Bitcoin right at that 17,000 mark, everyone. The key, though, is going to be CPI data coming out in, just a few days. Don't worry, I'll have a live stream covering that. But first, let's talk about the FTX case, and then we're going to get into other juicy stories, including XRP can't hold it down. The US government launches a website to help FTX victims. Do you remember when they were on the Hill and they were like, oh, we're so proud that there was no fallout to the United States with FTX. The regulatory bodies of the CFTC and SEC did an amazing job protecting US investors. Oh, really? Then why is it that they got approval to create a website so that people in the United States can report their FTX losses? Now, there's a weirdness to this story, and I'm going to share it with you. And any chance I get to stick it to the government, oh, baby, you better believe I'm going to do it. FTX could owe money more than 1 million people, making it impractical to reach out each person, prosecutors said. Federal law requires prosecutors to contact possible crime victims to inform them of their rights, including rights to obtain restitution, be heard in court, and protected by defendants. Here's the thing, everyone. We were told in front of Congress by regulatory bodies they did a great job keeping U.S. investors safe because of the rules that are there, but apparently not. Apparently, it's so bad that they can't even reach everyone. So instead of reaching them, the court gave them approval to set up a website so that people could reach out because of how big of a mess this actually is. So you remember when we did that live stream where they were testifying on the Hill and they were all so proud of themselves? Losers, you were all wrong. Now on to an event that I have to share with you. This one is kind of bad, but good at the same time if you want to consider the positive long-term outlook of crypto. Crypto community believes USDD is unsafe as Huobi battles crisis. Oh, Justin Sun right here of Tron. Yep, he uses TRX as well as HT to prop up the stable coins to make the books and everything look better. Here's the problem. Massive outflows, meaning people taking money out of the exchange. Up to 90 million in like the last week, with like about 60 million happening in the last 24 hours. People are heading for the hills, and it's showing up in more places than just a token price of TRX and HT. So as Justin Sun deals with outflows, meaning people taking money away for their exchange, wait to hear about the inflows with XRP. Here's the event, USDD depegging, everyone. And remember, these stable coins, the algorithmic based ones, are supposed to be a one-to-one representation of the currency. That's not a one-to-one representation if we're sitting at 97 cents, everyone. And you see this big mess right here? This mess right here was from Celsius, okay? When Celsius happened here, you saw that there was a massive depegging, but he quickly deployed capital. And when he says deploy capital, he's essentially saying, give my exchange more money, and I'm going to take your crypto, and I'm going to degen gamble with it in order to prop up our own internal numbers. Shady, shady stuff, everyone. You could see that it got back to the peg circling through summer, and then when the FTX mess happened, boom, there's the next depegging. If it were up to me, I would say we should peg Justin Sun. And I want to go back to this chart and highlight it right here. You see how quickly they were able to bring back the pegging of their stablecoin, and how now we've had a prolonged period of time? That's because they burned through so much more capital at that time that they don't have the capital now to put it back up to its peg. Interestingly enough, he can't even pay his employees with fiat. He has to pay them in stablecoins or say, hey, hit the bricks if you don't want to get paid in crypto. Why? Because he doesn't got the cash, baby, because he used it all to bail himself out when the Celsius problem happened. Now we're going to go from depegging to showing you how resilient and how strong XRP is. And remember, this is coming from the guy that wears the Stellar hat all the time. We're not enemies, we're friends, and we need to flush the bad actors out, but wait till you hear these stats. Despite the SEC battle, XRP investment products saw record inflows in 2022. I'm going to share a few stats with you, as well as a report that is going to open your eyes even further on how strong the support for XRP and building on XRP really is. And remember, XRP was thrashed this whole year with the court case. There was tons of shade being thrown at him from Buterin, Hoskinson, Saylor, a bunch of people out there were ripping on XRP. The reason they were ripping on XRP is because of what I'm about to share with you. The merge was the biggest highlight in the Ethereum ecosystem, but investor concerns over a successful transition to proof of stake translated to outflows of 402 million. That's right, the biggest project in the Ethereum books, which got those green regulators off their back, didn't do a darn thing as people pulled out 402 million out of ETH. The figure was a sharp reversal compared to the previous 2 years, where ETH saw massive inflows of 1.8 billion and 920. Speaking of Tron and Justin Scumbag's son, other altcoins that bore the brunt of the tumultuous year were Binance, BNB, CZ's another bad actor. Yep, those two are the bad ones. They're lying to everyone. They saw 24 million and 3 million in outflows with BNB and Tron. Interesting, isn't it? And I know what you're waiting for. You're like, well, Klaus, how juicy is the XRP goodness? I'm going to ask you this first. Think of all the other cryptos that are out there. How many of them are taking such a beating from the SEC? How many of them are taking a beating from like the Buterins, the Cardanos, Hoskinson camp, all of that, right? XRP is definitely being singled out. But listen to this stat. XRP remain unfazed by the twists and turns of the battle between the crypto firm Ripple and the US SEC. In fact, hold on tight everyone, XRP-related investment products clocked in at 32 million in inflows, the second highest in the last 5 years. So yes, despite all the garbage with the SEC and people throwing shade at them, trying to make XRP look bad so that their chains look better, it didn't work. And remember, as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. So take a look. I've got the report right here, downloaded it on my PC. XRP had an inflow of $9 million, leading to $32 million of assets under management. You can see Ethereum in red right here, down 402 million, Binance down 24, and Tron down 3. Think about that, everyone. The court case, the fudsters, all the negative action out there, and people are still putting more money into XRP related stuff rather than taking it out. What do you say to that, Justin's son, who should be getting pegged because his stablecoin is depegged? No, I think that was probably worth a like as well as subscribe. Wouldn't you agree, everyone? But that's right, all the junk that's been thrown at XRP, and there's still inflows rather than outflows. So think of all the things that CZ has done. Think of how big that Binance umbrella is. Yet outflows of BNB big time. Think of what Ethereum did, going to piece of shit, proof of stake. Oh gosh, algorithms. YouTube, please don't ruin my video because of this. Did you hear about that YouTube rule where they're trying to curb all the violence and swearing on all that? I thought that's why we had YouTube Kids, so that we adults could have fun on this channel. So think about that. Ethereum transitions over to proof of stake, and yet we see massive amounts of money pulled out of Ethereum to the tune of 402 million. But there sits XRP, highlight of the show today with inflows. Even though the SEC is breathing down their necks, overreach not reined in by the current administration, which isn't going to do a damn thing for crypto. That's why the court case is so big. That's why it's so important to follow data like this to see that the big money is still flowing in to XRP. Now, if you want to learn more about crypto stuff that's going on without all the hopium, a more realistic point of view, I would suggest this video right here. Please help me reach my goals in 2023 by helping the algos out with comments, likes, and subscribes. We're going to need it because the crypto winter has been a rough one for creators across the board. I will not ditch you, and in fact, I'll put out even more videos in 2023. Until then, you cool cats, have a great rest of your day.